Vectors. From the topic vectors, today we will see exercise 5.4. So let us begin. The first example is, if a bar is equal to 2i cap plus 3j cap minus k cap, b bar is equal to I cap minus 4j cap plus 2k cap, then you have to find a bar plus b bar cross a bar minus b bar. So let us write what is given. A bar is given and b bar is given. Then we will find the vectors, what we required to solve the example. First we need a bar plus b bar. So addition of the vectors. Now addition of the vectors is 2 plus 2i plus I is 3i plus 3j minus 4j is minus j minus k plus 2k is k. Similarly, a bar minus b bar, subtract b bar from a bar, you get I plus 7j minus 3k. Then we have to take the cross product of these two vectors. Now, cross product, we will take the cross product using determinant. Okay. So, the first row is ijk, the second row is the first vector, and the third row is the second vector. So, find the determinant. You know how to find determinant of the given matrix. So I into minus 1 into minus 3 is plus 3 minus 7 minus j cap into 3 into minus 3 is minus 9 and 1 into 1 is 1. So minus 1 plus k cap 3 into 7 is 21 and 1 into minus 1 is minus 1. So minus of minus, it becomes plus 1. So you get the vector as minus 4i cap plus 10j cap plus 22 k cap. Second problem, find a unit vector perpendicular to the vectors j plus 2k cap and I plus j. We have to find a vector which will perpendicular to both of these. How to find? First, we will give the name to the vectors. First vector is a bar and second vector is b bar. Now, we must know vector perpendicular to a bar and b bar is nothing but their cross product. Always keep in your mind that a cross product of the two vectors gives the vector perpendicular to the vectors a bar and b bar. So a bar cross b bar is equal to ijk. The first row is, second row is 0 1 2 coefficient component of the a bar and 1 1 0 component of b bar. So which is equal to I cap into 0 minus 2 minus j cap into 0 minus 2 plus k cap into 0 minus 1. Simplify it, you will get minus 2 I cap plus 2 j cap minus k cap. Now let us find the magnitude of modulus of a bar cross b bar. It is nothing but square root of minus 2 square plus 2 square plus minus 1 square. Simplify it, you will get root 9. So modulus of a bar cross b bar is 3. Now we want to find unit vector. Now how to find unit vector? We will have to divide the vector by its magnitude. So unit vector perpendicular to a bar and b bar is nothing but plus minus a bar cross b bar upon modulus of a bar cross b bar. By this way you can define the unit vector. Put the values of a bar cross b bar and modulus of a bar cross b bar. Separate, divide by 3. So you get plus minus 2 by 3 I cap minus 2 by 3 j cap plus 1 by 3 k cap. These are the unit vectors perpendicular to a bar and b bar. Third problem, if a bar dot b bar is equal to root 3 and a bar across b bar is equal to 2i cap plus j cap plus 2k cap, then you have to find the angle between a bar and b bar. With the help of this information, we have to find angle between a bar and b bar. Now what is given? A bar dot b bar is 3. Then so how to define a bar dot b bar? A bar dot b bar is defined as modulus of a bar modulus of b bar into cos of angle between them, which is equal to root 3. This is our equation number 1. Now a bar cross b bar is given 2i cap plus j cap plus 2k cap. So we can find its magnitude. Modulus of a bar cross b bar is equal to root of 2 square plus 1 square plus 2 square. This is our equation number 2. Now, modulus a bar cross b bar is defined as modulus of a bar modulus of b bar into sine of theta n cap, where this n cap is the unit vector perpendicular to this a bar and b bar. Okay, so which implies the magnitude of the cross product is modulus of a bar modulus of b bar into sine theta, because modulus of n cap is 1 because it is a unit vector. So modulus of a bar into modulus of b bar sine theta is 3 because it is given that the magnitude is 3. So we will take the ratio, we will divide our equation number 3 by equation number 1. So we get this equation, modulus of a bar modulus of b bar will get cancelled, and what will remain? Tan theta is root 3. So which implies theta is pi by 3 or 60 degree. So this is the angle between the vectors a bar and b bar. If a bar is equal to 2i cap plus j cap minus 3k cap and b bar is equal to I minus 2j cap plus k cap, find a vector of magnitude 5 perpendicular to both a bar and b bar. We have to find a vector which will perpendicular to both a bar and b bar and having magnitude 5. Given, what is given? It is a bar is given and b bar is given. Vector perpendicular to a bar and b bar is nothing but their cross product. Always keep in your mind, the cross product of the vector gives the vector perpendicular to both of the vectors. So a bar cross b bar is equal to, using determinant you can find their cross product. Simplify it, you will get the cross product. Now we want unit vectors. We have to find the magnitude of this vector. So how to find the magnitude? Modulus of a bar cross b bar is 5 times under root, because here we have taken 5 common. So 5 under root minus 1 square plus minus 1 square plus minus 1 square. So it gives 5 root 3. So the unit vectors perpendicular to the a bar and b bar are given by plus minus a bar cross b bar upon modulus of a bar cross b bar. Put the corresponding values in this equation and simplify it. You will get unit vector. Now we want a vector of magnitude 5 and which will perpendicular to both a bar and b bar. So it is given by 5 times the unit vector plus minus a bar cross b bar upon modulus of a bar cross b bar. So simplify it, you will get the unit vector. The fifth example is find u bar dot v bar if modulus of u bar is 2, modulus of u bar is 5, and u bar cross v bar is, modulus of u bar cross v bar is 8. The second one is modulus of u bar cross v bar. We have to find out if modulus of u bar is 10, modulus of v bar is 2, and u bar dot v bar is 12. Now for this example, I'm going to explain the two methods. The alternative method I'm going to explain for this. What is given? U bar, modulus of u bar is given, modulus of v bar is given, and modulus of u bar cross v bar is given. So by Lagrange's identity, it is a Lagrange's identity that modulus of u bar cross v bar, its square, is nothing but modulus of u bar square, modulus of v bar square minus u bar dot v bar, its square. In this equation, we will put our given values. Okay, so you and simplify it. 64 is equal to 4 into 25 minus u bar dot v bar. Take this u bar dot v bar to that side, you will get this equation. So you are getting 36, taking the square root on both the sides. So you get u bar dot v bar is plus minus 6. So u bar dot v bar is 6 if the angle between u bar and v bar is acute, and is minus 6 if angle between u bar and v bar is obtuse. Okay. Second problem, modulus of u bar is 10, modulus of v bar is 2, u bar dot v bar is 12. Then we have to find the cross product. Again we will use the same Lagrange's identity and simplify it so that I can get the value of modulus of u bar cross v bar, and it is 16. Here, the same problem can be solved using alternative method of definition of the U bar cross V bar. You can use the definition of U bar cross V bar and put the values and use the from this identity you find the value of sine theta. Okay, sine theta, and then simplify it. You will get the same answer. The sixth example is we have to prove 2 times a bar minus b bar cross with 2 times a bar plus b bar is nothing but 4 times a bar cross b bar. Now let us consider the left hand side of the given equation. We can write this equation as twice a bar minus b bar cross twice a bar plus b bar, and simplify it. You will get the equation 2a bar cross with 2a bar is 4a bar cross with a bar. 2a bar cross b bar is 2a bar cross with b bar, minus b bar cross 2a bar is minus 2b bar cross a bar, and minus b bar cross plus b bar. Here the cross product of the vector with itself is always 0. So we can write a bar cross a bar is 0. B bar cross b bar is also 0. Again, twice a bar cross b bar is as it is, and here 2b bar cross a bar, I have written this as plus 2a bar cross b bar, because b bar cross b bar is minus q bar cross p bar. So vector product or cross product is non-commutative. So take the addition, you will get 4a bar cross b bar, which is nothing but our right hand side. Hence, this proved that 2a bar minus b bar cross 2a bar plus b bar is equal to 4a bar cross b bar. The seventh example is if a bar is equal to I minus 2j plus 3k cap, b bar is equal to 4i minus 3j cap plus k cap, and c bar is equal to I minus j plus 2k. We have to verify a bar cross b bar plus c bar is equal to a bar cross b bar plus a bar cross c bar. It is very simple example. We have to just verify it. Let us given what is given, a bar is given, b bar is given, and c bar is given. Then first we will find b bar plus c bar. Take the addition of b bar and c bar. You get the vector. Then find a bar cross with this vector, new vector b bar plus c bar. By using the determinant, find the cross product. Simplified. This is our 6i plus 12j plus 6k cap. Now which implies a bar cross b bar plus c bar is equal to 6i cap plus 12j cap plus 6k cap. This is our equation number 1. Now here we want to find a bar cross b bar. So first find a bar cross b bar using the determinant. Simplify it. Similarly, we will find a bar cross c bar. Simplify it. It is just simplest. We have to find just determinant. Then we will take addition. We will take addition of this a bar cross b bar and a bar cross c bar. Take their addition. What you will get? 6i cap plus 12j cap plus 6k cap. This is our equation number 2. Now what you can see from equation number 1 and equation number 2, here it is clear that the right hand sides are same. Both the vectors are of same. So the left hand sides must be same. This is our solution of this example. 8th example, find the area of the parallelogram whose adjacent sides are the vectors a bar 2i cap minus 2j cap plus k cap, and b bar is equal to I cap minus 3j cap minus 3k cap. So what is given? Let us a bar is given and b bar is given. Now this is the formula. Vector area of the parallelogram whose adjacent sides are A bar and B bar is A bar cross B bar. What is given? This is the vector area of the parallelogram whose adjacent sides are A bar and B bar. What is that means? If this is your one side, this is your another parallel side. This then complete. We will complete the parallelogram. Then what I'm saying, if this is your A bar and this is your B bar, then the area of this parallelogram is given by the cross product of A bar and B bar. Okay, keep in your mind, this is the formula. So using this formula, and you can find the area of vector area of the parallelogram. A bar cross B bar is equal to, using the determinant, simplified, 9i plus 7j minus 4k cap. Okay, this is the vector area. Now I want to find the actual area. So actual area is the modulus of this vector, modulus of A bar cross B bar. So required area is under root 9 square plus 7 square and plus minus 4 square. So root is equal to root 81 plus 49 plus 16 is equal to root 146 square units. Ninth example, show that the vector area of the quadrilateral ABCD is 1 by 2 times AC bar cross BD bar, where AC and BD are its diagonals. Consider the quadrilateral ABCD. This is your quadrilateral ABCD. Okay, AC is one diagonal and BD is another diagonal. So let the diagonals AC and BD intersect each other at the point O. Let A bar, B bar, C bar, D bar be the position vectors of the points A, B, C, D respectively with respect to origin. Now, area of this quadrilateral is nothing but area of triangle OAB. Okay, then area of triangle OCD, area of triangle OAB plus area of triangle OBC plus area of triangle OCD plus area of triangle ODA. So these four areas, we will take area of each triangle, so that sum of all these areas will cover our quadrilateral. So how to find the area of a triangle? We know that 1/2 OA bar cross OB bar, OA bar cross OB bar, 1/2 base into height. So 1/2 base into height. By this way, since area of triangle A bar and B bar corresponding to two sides is 1/2 times A bar cross B bar. This is the formula. If you remove this 1/2, I will get area of the quadrilateral or area of the parallelogram whose adjacent sides are A bar cross B bar, A bar and B bar. If we divide it by 2, we will get the area of the triangle. So OA bar means A bar, OB bar means B bar. So A bar cross B bar. Similarly, OB bar is B bar, OC bar is C bar, OC bar is C bar, OD bar is D bar. Put A bar cross B bar plus B bar cross C bar plus C bar cross D bar plus D bar cross A bar. Now, here this B bar cross C bar can be written as minus times C bar cross B bar. And this D bar cross A bar can be written as minus A bar cross D bar. Then we'll group these two together, this C bar cross D bar and C bar minus C bar cross B bar, and A bar cross B bar minus A bar cross D bar. Take C bar common from the first two terms and A bar from the last two terms. So what you get, D bar minus B bar also will get this C bar minus A bar cross with D bar minus B bar. So if we simplify it, This C bar minus A bar can be written as AC bar, and D bar minus B bar can be written as BD bar. So you get 1/2 AC bar cross BD bar. Hence, the vector area of the quadrilateral ABCD is 1/2 times the cross product of the diagonals of the quadrilateral. Find the area of the parallelogram whose diagonals are determined by the vectors A bar and B bar. We know that the vector area of the parallelogram whose diagonals are determined by the vector A bar and B bar is in 2-3 examples back we saw that the area of the parallelogram is or area of the is given by A bar cross B bar, and here we are saying that its area is given by 1/2 times A bar cross B bar. Don't confuse. Here A bar and B bar are the diagonals of the parallelogram, and there A bar cross B bar means they are the adjacent or co-terminal sides of the parallelogram. So here A bar is given, B bar is given. So A bar cross B bar is by using determinant we find the cross product of the two vectors, and then we will define the vector area of the parallelogram as 1/2 times this 9I cap plus 11J cap plus 8K cap. Now we find its magnitude. So what is the magnitude of the A bar cross B bar? It is square root of 9 square plus 11 square plus 8 square. So it is given root 266. Hence, the area of the parallelogram is 1/2 under root 266 square units. So the answer given in the textbook is incorrect.